Hello everyone. Welcome to New Era Pathshala Education. Myself Nishtha and I'll be teaching chemistry on this platform. Please like and subscribe this channel for more educational videos. You can also send me any query related to the topic in the comment box. So in the last lecture we have discussed about the displacement reaction and we have also done the reactivity series which I have given you to learn. This reactivity series we have already done in the last lecture. You can learn this activity series with the help of this line, that is, please stop calling me a careless zebra. Instead, try learning how copper saves gold. So today, last type of reaction, that is double displacement reaction. We will discuss it. Before that, up to this, we have done three types of reactions. So various NCERT questions based on this topic are given in your books in the form of blue questions. We will discuss them turn by turn. So the first NCERT question on page number 10 of your NCERT book is a solution of a substance X is used in whitewashing. एक सब्सटेंस है X जिसको हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं वाइट वॉशिंग में, उसके सल्यूशन को, मीन्स उसको वाटर में डिज़ोल्व करके. नेम द सब्सटेंस X and write its formula. So we have to tell that what is X and what is its formula. So X we have discussed in combination reaction that calcium oxide is used for whitewashing. When calcium oxide is dissolved in water, it forms slakeline, that is calcium hydroxide. That calcium hydroxide is used in whitewashing. So solution of calcium oxide, that is also called quicklime, is used for whitewashing. So second part of this question is write the reaction of the substance X named in above with water. So means this X, that is calcium oxide, when react with water, what is the product? The product will be calcium hydroxide and large amount of heat is evolved. That is why this type of reaction was called exothermic reaction. So in this question, two parts were there. In the first part, they have asked about X, and in the second part, they have asked about the reaction of X, that is calcium oxide with water. Now, what is the second question? The second question is, why is the amount of gas collected in one of the test tube in electrolytic decomposition is double of the amount collected in the other? जब हमने decomposition reaction की थी उसमें 3 टाइप्स की थी. First was thermal decomposition that occurs due to heat. Second was electrolytic decomposition that occurs due to electricity. And third is photochemical decomposition that occurs in the presence of light. So in this question they have asked about the electrolytic decomposition reaction. In electrolytic decomposition we have also discussed the activity that was based on electrolysis of water. When we electrolyze the water, it breaks down into two gases, that is hydrogen and oxygen. So they have asked, why is the amount of gas collected in one of the test tube? दो टेस्ट ट्यूब हमने उसमें लगाई थी बीकर में, उसमें से एक टेस्ट ट्यूब में डबल क्वांटिटी दूसरी टेस्ट ट्यूब की गैस में से आ रही थी वाई. and name that gas. This is the question. So we can write it as, during electrolysis, water decomposes to form hydrogen and oxygen gas. Water, H2O, on electrolysis give hydrogen and oxygen. On balancing this reaction, we come to know that there are two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. So means the amount of hydrogen is double the amount of oxygen produced during this reaction. So we can write it as, so hydrogen and oxygen are formed in the ratio 2:1 by volume, means hydrogen is double the volume formed by this reaction. We can also represent this reaction with the help of this diagram. As we have done already this activity, we can see that hydrogen is double the amount of oxygen. So this reaction was the electrolysis of water, or it is also called electrolytic decomposition of water, because it electrolyze, it break down in the presence of electricity. Now, our last type of reaction is double decomposition reaction. So double displacement reaction is a chemical reaction in which there is exchange of ions between the reactants and the products. So these are called double displacement reactions. The first example in this is, for example, sodium sulfate Na2SO4 in the aqueous state, means dissolved in water, when combined with barium chloride, that is BaCl2 in the aqueous form. These two combine together. What happens? Sodium and barium, they exchange their positions. Sodium goes with chlorine and barium comes with sulfate. So what are the products? Barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Barium sulfate is having white color precipitates, so arrow is towards down because precipitates are deposited at the bottom of the beaker, and the aqueous solution of NaCl is formed. The next example is lead nitrate, that is PbNO3 twice. Aqueous solution of lead nitrate, when react with aqueous solution of potassium iodide, then lead and potassium exchange their position. So double displacement reaction occurs. Lead goes with iodide to form lead iodide, and potassium goes with nitrate to form potassium nitrate solution, aqueous state. So these are the two examples which represents that double displacement reaction is occurring. Now we can also confirm these reactions with the help of different activities. One of the activities is given in your book, that is this sodium sulfate and barium chloride. We will discuss it in detail. See this picture. In this picture, one test tube is containing the solution of barium chloride and another is containing the solution of sodium sulfate. When these two solutions are mixed together, then what happens? What is formed? Barium sulfate precipitates and sodium chloride solution. Sodium chloride is present in water, so that is why aqueous solution is formed. Now The barium sulfate precipitates, white precipitate deposit down at the test tube. So this is the first example with the help of activity, that is when barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate, then barium sulfate and sodium chloride are formed, and sodium chloride is present in salt, and salt solution is transparent. So the whole solution will be transparent, only white color precipitates of barium sulfate are formed, and this reaction due to the formation of precipitates is also called precipitation reaction. Now another example which we have discussed is lead nitrate reaction. This is lead nitrate solution. When it reacts with potassium iodide solution, lead nitrate when combines with potassium iodide, then lead iodide and potassium nitrate are formed, and the lead iodide is having yellow color precipitates. So most of the reactions in this case are forming precipitates which deposit at the bottom of the test tube. So these type of reactions are also called double displacement reactions as well as precipitation reactions, because precipitates are formed at the end of the test tube. So these all were the various types of chemical reactions which are present in your NCERT books. Now our next topic is oxidation and reduction. Oxidation means oxygen plus dation. Oxy means oxygen and dation means addition. So oxidation means addition of oxygen. Addition of oxygen to any element, to any compound is called oxidation reaction. Similarly, reduction is removal of oxygen. Oxidation is addition of oxygen and reduction is removal of oxygen. Or we can also explain it with the help of hydrogen. Addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen is called oxidation reaction. So अगर किसी रिएक्शन में ऑक्सीजन ऐड हो रही है या हाइड्रोजन रिमूव हो रही है तो उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन. फॉर एग्जांपल, इन दिस रिएक्शन कॉपर प्लस ऑक्सीजन फॉर्म्स कॉपर ऑक्साइड. सो रिएक्टेंट में कॉपर अकेला था और प्रोडक्ट में क्या हो गया? कॉपर ऑक्साइड, जिसके कौन से कलर के प्रेसिपिटेट्स होते हैं? ब्लैक कलर. सो कॉपर में ऑक्सीजन क्या हो रही है? ऐड. सो यू कैन राइट इट एज एडिशन ऑफ oxygen to copper, that is called oxidation. Now next is reduction. Reduction is removal of oxygen, और इसमें ऊपर क्या था? removal of hydrogen, और इसमें क्या होएगा? addition of hydrogen. These two are the definitions of oxidation and reduction. Now कुछ रिएक्शंस ऐसी होती हैं, ज़्यादातर रिएक्शंस ऐसी होती हैं जिनमें ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन दोनों एक साथ हो रहे हैं. जब किसी केमिकल रिएक्शन में ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन दोनों इकट्ठे हो रहे हों तो हम उनको क्या बोलते हैं? रिडॉक्स रिएक्शन. रिडॉक्स किससे बना? रेड एंड ऑक्स. रेड मीन्स रिडक्शन एंड ऑक्स मीन्स ऑक्सीडेशन. So, a chemical reaction in which oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously is called redox reaction. For example, in this reaction we can see copper oxide react with hydrogen to form copper and water. इधर कॉपर के पास पहले ऑक्सीजन थी, प्रोडक्ट में कॉपर के पास ऑक्सीजन रिमूव हो गई, तो रिमूवल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन इज़ रिडक्शन। सो यहाँ पे हम क्या लिखेंगे, रिडक्शन। हाइड्रोजन में यहाँ ऑक्सीजन नहीं थी, प्रोडक्ट में ऑक्सीजन ऐड हो गई, सो एडिशन ऑफ ऑक्सीजन इज कॉल्ड ऑक्सीडेशन. So these type of reactions in which oxidation and reduction both occurs simultaneously are called redox reactions. Some other examples of redox reactions are zinc oxide. Now here reactant is zinc oxide and carbon, and product is zinc and carbon monoxide, that is CO. CO is कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड जिसमें एक ऑक्सीजन है, और CO2 is कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जिसमें 2 ऑक्सीजन एटम्स प्रेजेंट है. Now in this reaction you can see in the reactant zinc was having oxygen, one single oxygen atom was present, and in the product zinc is alone. It means the oxygen is removed. Removal of oxygen is called reduction. So by putting this type of arrow you can write it as reduction. And in second case carbon was alone. After the reaction carbon forms carbon monoxide, means the addition of oxygen to carbon. Addition of oxygen means oxidation reaction. Now next example, that is MnO2, that is called manganese dioxide. That is manganese dioxide combines with hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, to form manganese chloride, water and chlorine. Now in the reactant manganese was having oxygen atoms. How many oxygen atoms? 2 oxygen atoms. Now what happens in the product? Manganese is attached to chlorine, means the oxygen atoms of manganese are removed. So that is why removal of oxygen is called reduction. In second case, hydrogen was attached to chlorine, but in the product the hydrogen is attached to oxygen. Clear? Second case. Now here chlorine was attached to hydrogen, and here chlorine is alone, so means removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen means oxidation. Now here two things are there: oxidation of manganese dioxide and reduction of HCl. You will write full compound, not a single element. ये नहीं बोलोगे कि मैंगनीज की ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन हो रही है या क्लोरीन की ऑक्सीडेशन हो रही है. आप बोलोगे मैंगनीज डाइऑक्साइड की रिडक्शन हुई और HCl की क्या हुई, ऑक्सीडेशन हो गई. So these were the examples of redox reaction. अब एक चीज़ और होती है इसमें, रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट एंड ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट. एजेंट मतलब जो किसी को ऑक्सीडाइज कर रहा है. अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, सो मतलब वो किसी को ऑक्सीडाइज कर रहा है, और जो किसी को ऑक्सीडाइज करेगा उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, वो क्या हो रहा होगा, वो खुद रिड्यूस होगा. सो मीन्स जिसकी रिडक्शन होगी वो क्या होगा, ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, और जिसकी ऑक्सीडेशन होगी वो क्या होगा, रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. सो यहाँ पे इसकी हो रही है रिडक्शन, दिस इज़ द ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, एंड इसकी हो रही है ऑक्सीडेशन, तो इट इज़ द रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. ये खुद को ऑक्सीडाइज नहीं, खुद को रिड्यूस करेंगे, दूसरे को क्या करेंगे, ऑक्सीडाइज. और इधर दूसरे को रिड्यूस करेंगे, खुद को क्या करेंगे, ऑक्सीडाइज. सो दीज टू आर ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट for these types of reactions. So till now we have discussed about redox reactions. Now various examples are present in your questions also, where you have to find out which compound is being oxidized and which compound is being reduced. Next topic we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you so much. Bye bye.